The Devil's Gambit by Terry James Thorpe. Performed by Philip Durnford, James Goldwater, Hugh Pagler, Katrine Sivertsen, Alice Alzeni, Rob Platt, Fredrik, Vagle, Chuck Duncanson, Ragnhild Klepsvik, Connor James Thorpe, and Terry James Thorpe. In a time between empire and the new age of man, the battle-scarred nations of Europe and their peoples emerged from the embers of a great war. A war waged not only on battlefield with rifle and bayonet, but unbeknownst to all but a very few, in distant, unknown realms, against an altogether more sinister enemy. The terrible battles lost and won against these unseen foes do not adorn the pages of any history book, but are forever etched upon the souls of their combatants. For my part, I did my duty and fought with such enterprise and courage as my character afforded me. Although my spirit and sense of duty remained resolute, my physicality had not escaped the carnage of what had passed wholly intact. Discharged of my service to king and country, it was with some trepidation that I pondered a return to civilian life. Thus, when my commanding officer and former brother-in-arms offered me a position as head of household at his estate, I gladly accepted his invitation. I will not dwell in these pages on his becomings, as much of this would be conjecture on my part, but rather would impart on you some of what I know of his adventures and the small part I would play in them. I would assure you that, however fanciful they may appear, the contents of these pages are a true representation of events, for I am a pragmatic man, not prone to idle speculation or flights of fancy. The Great War, now a distant memory, my employee had recently returned from one of his protracted trips abroad. These trips had become more frequent of late, and I was glad of his safe return. I never inquired into the nature of these excursions, but knew by his disposition upon his homecoming that they involved intrigue of his particular sort, and would often leave him reduced. However, his return to England's embrace seemed to have a way of replenishing his spirit and unwavering pursuit of a gentleman's vices. So it was, on a spring evening, as the sun descended over a modest estate nestled in the heart of England's rolling countryside, that my employee and brother-in-law...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?